Hi everyone and welcome once more again to GSMCT. So today I'm gonna be giving you guys, my review on the Peter Pan Wendy movie from Disney. In particular, I feel like for children it's okay, and for adults it's a little bit mild. It is not funny, although they did try to make it a little bit comedic. There was not much to be done in the movie, to be sincere. I'm not gonna sit down and say, okay, there was a lot, but I feel like it is absolutely okay for children. I mean, unless you're looking for an adult Peter Pan and Wendy, that is a different case. But this is mostly, I would say, for children around the age of 1 to um, probably 7 or 8, maybe 10 years, 12, 11, they could watch it and they wouldn't complain. I mean, it was not that bad for kids, but as an adult watching it, it was absolutely boring. Absolutely, totally boring. And I will say I did lose my focus a lot because I was bored, literally. And there was nothing actually really funny or dramatic about the movie itself. And if you're an adult that watched this movie, I would say if you're looking for something more adult for adults, I would say go watch, The Bad Batch, yeah, or all the other Star Wars that Disney have. And Disney have good shows for adults, but really do think that Peter Pan and Wendy was mostly narrated towards children. It wasn't given a lot, and I'm not gonna say it is a totally bad show because when it comes to children, there was not a lot of politics in going in there. They did not add so much, apart from we now having the girls as lost boys. We have a couple of children in total as lost boys. Um, I would say for kids it's okay. For adults, I literally it was absolutely boring. Absolutely boring for me. There was nothing to laugh about, but I guess maybe for 5 years old, there is some humor over there, with Hook, jumping of the crocodile and Peter having this small fight that they had. I mean, the humor was very, very mild. Um, I don't think that Disney absolutely made this movie for older audience. I don't think they made the movie for older audience. But if they did, then it is a very terrible way to go with it. I don't think they had adults in mind when they were making the movies. I am just gonna say what I feel like when watched it. I feel like it was mostly made for kids. And if Disney had in mind to make this movie for adults, I would say it absolutely backfired because no adult is gonna sit down and watch this whole movie and be like, yeah, I am definitely, entertained. It was definitely made for children. Now, although with all of that being said, I feel like the action part was just with the crocodile. That was the most action that we got, and at the end scene where we saw, Hook and Peter fighting, and also the fighting scenes with the scenes that were actually interesting a little bit, but uh if it was made in mind for adults and children to enjoy, I'm gonna say yeah, that is a total disaster. It is a total disaster, especially if you had adults in mind to watch this. Or let's even say teenagers. Teenagers wouldn't even watch it. Forget about it. Teenagers would literally just leave the room because there was nothing much. It was not giving so much. Um, the movie was not giving so much. And I feel like it wasn't made in mind for teenagers. That's why I think it was probably made for to us around 8, 9, 10. If you still have that childish, brain and you just want some entertainment. It's okay. But I am hoping that the Little Mermaid, because we finally saw the casting of the Little Mermaid, I feel like it's gonna give more entertaining. We're gonna be more entertained with the Little Mermaid than we have with, Peter Pan and Wendy. It wasn't. I would say it was mediocre, absolutely mediocre. Uh, but would children sit down and watch this for long? Because there was not a lot of spark. There was not a lot of spark in it, and I feel like that there was not a lot. It was not given a lot. I would love to see more action. Even if it's a children's show, a children's movie, I would have loved Disney to do more. Um, for the movie. Little kids want to see magic and all of that, and a little bit of, comedic side. There was not a lot of comedic scenes in this Peter Pan and Wendy. It was absolutely boring, absolutely dreadful for me. I'm not gonna lie and say yes, I enjoyed every second that I watched this movie, because I really did not enjoy at all. I almost fell asleep. I'm probably sure that I fell asleep at one point and woke up and like, well, it's still running. There was no spark. There was no spark. I think, okay, now I'm gonna take back a little bit of what I said about okay for children, because I think Shark to do, Baby Shark Tutu actually has more action than this movie. Actually was more entertaining if you watch the children Shark Tutu cartoon that they have on TikTok. I think they are more entertaining than this. This was total boredom. It bored me to sleep. And I hope that Disney learns a little bit from, this movie, because it was not given. It was not given. And the trailer was more exciting than the movie itself. The trailer was absolutely more exciting. I was having big hopes for the movie, even if it was made for children mostly. I was hoping to see some sparks, some magical uh, fairies and creatures, and the interaction in general, but it was not given. And at the end, we saw, Captain Hook coming back, and everything. I'm just gonna say it was total boredom for me. I'm not even gonna lie about it. And I hope Disney learned from this, because it was a flop. It was a total fail. I fell asleep, and I don't think kids are gonna be watching it and not falling asleep either. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna say this. Please do not forget to press the like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this particular movie in the comment section. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.